In this month's Living Well, we want to focus on women's health and hormones and how important regulating those hormones can be to your reproductive system. Joining us now with more, registered dietitian Morgan Labelle with Heal You Wellness. And Morgan, it's great to see you again.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Well, I was learning some new vocabulary when it comes to this condition, and it sounds like a lot of women struggle with this.
Yes, so estrogen dominance is when you have your hormones out of balance. You have a little bit too much of estrogen in your body, and usually that goes hand in hand with having too low of progesterone. So those work in sync together. So one way, or some ways that this happens, is you're making too much estrogen in your body, you are taking too much for medication, or you're not breaking down and clearing out excess estrogen from your body. So estrogen is super important because it's great for our reproductive system, obviously, but it's also really important for our bone health, our mood, our cardiovascular system. But when we do have too much of it in our body, it can wreak havoc and it can cause a lot of other symptoms. So like PMS, acne, weight gain, chronic fatigue, water retention, just all of those symptoms. Kind of thinking like back to puberty, honestly.
And then is there a certain age that we're more susceptible to something like this?
Well, I mean, I feel like in today's world and in our environment, really any women of like menstruating age are very susceptible to estrogen dominance. And I see it all the time, like just in practice as a dietitian, seeing and going off of symptoms. But also women who are about to hit menopause, you'll normally see, well, your estrogen is on a roller coaster during menopause, but right before it, you'll see estrogen levels go up really high. But really any women, I would say, are susceptible to it because we have a very pro-estrogen environment with everything wrapped in plastic, heating up things in plastic, toxins, so cleaning products, makeup, those things we put on our skin, all of that can lead to increased estrogen in our body.
I would imagine once you are diagnosed, there's almost that peace of mind, like, thank goodness. I mean, I really thought that I was
crazy. Yes. And women who go through menopause, they know, okay, estrogen, once you're running low on it, you're like, whoa, estrogen makes a really big difference. But also women who are really high on it, I mean, most women feel miserable. They feel really exhausted and fatigued. And I do see it as a dietitian, like clients who are actually diagnosed with estrogen dominance or high estrogen. And so some of the things that we do nutritionally speaking for that, more on the holistic side, would be making sure you're balancing your blood sugar. I always talk about this when I'm on here because you cannot balance hormones without balancing your blood sugar. And it's from insulin, which is a hormone that balances our blood sugar. So we want to balance our blood sugar, get plenty of protein, specifically high quality protein. I usually choose high quality animal protein, and you want to really focus on liver detoxification. So this is how we bind up and get excess estrogen cleared out of our body. So it's through our bowel movements, and our liver actually helps break down the estrogen and get it out. So that was one of the reasons I said you might have high estrogen, is because you might not be clearing it out well. So we can help out with that through a lot of things, through supplements, food, managing your stress. Specifically, I like certain supplements like vitamin E, milk thistle, and dandelion tea are really easy add-ins for your routine to keep your liver in check and focus on clearing out that excess estrogen.
And it sounds like, too, that's just good overall health habits to be into as well.
Yes, and that's what I love about nutrition, because it kind of like will help with that, but it's going to help with everything else, too.
Okay, and there was a lot of information on the internet. This is something that a lot of women, I feel like, seem to go through at some point maybe in their life.
Yes. And I think that it's important to learn about, like, why is it happening? I'm always big on, like, okay, well, why is it happening? Yeah. Like I said, it's a big thing from our environment. And also, if you have too low of progesterone, then you might want to look on, instead of trying to decrease that estrogen in your body, we might want to work on trying to increase that progesterone, which we can do, like I said, through nutrition, supplements, sleep, stress, but also talking to your doctor or like pharmacist about, like, is there some hormone replacement out there to take for progesterone to maybe increase that, which can help with the estrogen levels as well.
All right, a lot of good information. Morgan, thanks so much for being with us today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
If you have other questions that you would like to ask her, you can always find the website. It has great information, healyouwellness.com. For more, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of Daytime right after this.